Welcome to the Whiskey Vaults.
I am Rex.
I'm Daniel.
You know what Rex means in Latin?
Sexy.
Sexy bastard that is subjected to story after story.
That's a really long definition.
After story. It's a direct translation.
I don't even know what Whittington means. I know what Daniel means.
You don't know what Whittington means?
No, I can't remember the origins of what the name itself, the surname it means. But I can tell you what Daniel means. And my first name's Richard.
Your name is Richard?
Yeah. Did you not know that? You didn't know that? I'm a multi-generational Richard. I'm Richard like the third or fourth.
Here's how much I listen to Daniel.
He doesn't even know my name.
No, because until this moment, I had completely forgotten, 1000% to the core of my being. And I'm pretty sure you've told me this a couple times.
Maybe.
No, I'm pretty dang sure. You said
you don't remember Richard.
No, you know my real name.
You know what Richard is? King.
No, my name is King.
That's what Richard means too.
But you went with Daniel.
No, I go with Daniel, which means...
So I'm the king.
But the meaning of Daniel is terrifying. It's, God is my judge.
Are you still here?
Yeah. This is still the intro.
You must have already been drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
Still here.
All right, cheers. So about 5 years ago, Leonardo Requejo requested Stranahan's. And he was really very elaborate in his request. His request, and I quote, was, "What about Stranahan's?" Question mark.
Oh, Leonardo, right to the top of the list, man.
Yeah, just saying.
He just deeply, profoundly, he's passionate about
Stranahan's. Yeah. But we're doing it mainly because I love Stranahan's and I was looking for an excuse.
I'm looking at the comment now. What about Stranahan's? Question mark.
Question mark.
All right.
Okay, so here's what I will tell you about Stranahan's. It's freaking awesome. They're the first craft distillery in Colorado. They've sort of led the charge for the Colorado whiskey boom. They actually fought the state to be allowed to distill. It's sort of like Ralph, what's his name? Ralph from Hudson's in New York. Founded by Jess Graber and George Stranahan. It's a straight whiskey. Now here's what you're going to find interesting about this. This is a single malt.
What does this say? How fast is light speed?
Oh, so I'll tell you that you're going to like this story. I'll get to that.
How many stories?
No, there's like 3 or 4 stories because I freaking love this. I know. And I've got the black diamond behind us that we can try, so I'll reward you with a second Stranahan's.
No, 3 stories, three whiskeys.
This is 3 or 4 different malts, but it's 100% malt barley, so that makes this a single malt whiskey. It's not a bourbon. It's a straight whiskey, which means it's at least 2 years old.
That is nice.
This one is specifically, doesn't say how old.
I'm not getting a ton of complexity out of this, but it's not one note. I'm getting some...
This is batch number 153.
Some citrus, some lemon, some biscuit notes in there.
Yeah. So it's 2, 3, 5-year-old whiskeys usually.
Some caramel, biscuits, some citrus, lemon notes.
Water comes from outside Boulder. Barley comes from Colorado. I like the citrus notes. You're out.
I did it. How far into the first story are you?
I haven't even started. So Rob Dietrich got hired to do the night shift. You're tall enough to be seen on night. Yeah, you're still there. All right. It really is vanilla, marshmallows, and apple butter.
So hold
Somebody
on,
said that.
I said.
I can't remember who. It was. If I'm stealing your review, I apologize.
If there's something with.
But someone said those 3 things, and my God, I'm getting all 3.
If there's something for me to argue about, then I'm back. I'm saying caramel, biscuits, and lemon. You're saying
vanilla and marshmallow. I'm getting burnt marshmallow, toasted marshmallow. Yeah. Yeah, that's marshmallow and graham cracker. You're so wrong. I mean, deep down, on the inside.
Spiritually.
As a person, in your soul.
Your soul.
Like when you die and your body changes weight by that 7 grams or whatever.
You hear this audible.
Yeah, the part of you that escapes, that's the bad part.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
That was nicely brutal.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That's because it was very specific.
Chad Stewart. You're going to have to bring Chad. Chad wants another Chad.
Oh, of course he does.
He wants us to bring Chad in on a video because there's no way
We should text,
a Chad could be anything but awesome.
we should text Chad and bring him up here on our 4th video today. Oh, chocolate. Dark chocolate. That's sort of bitter cocoa. 78%.
Now, are you sure?
Dark chocolate.
Are you sure that bitterness, that sourness, isn't from the lemon I'm talking about?
All right, I'll give you your lemon. Really? I just gave you your lemon. And you're... No, you really did. And you really did get all the way into the whiskey. You have really long fingers.
Yeah, I do.
I have long, thin fingers, but they're size appropriate. Rex has freakishly long fingers.
I'm a normal human being. Maybe on the Shire, that's ridiculous. Triple cap. I freaking ran out of rye for my barrel-aged Manhattans.
Yeah.
So I have to go to the store tomorrow and buy rye. This one is on sale, and your seal of approval, well, sealed the deal. If my Manhattans suck, I will be back.
Come on, Triple Cap. You've been back. You've been back since like our video number 30.
Great.
Yeah.
Triple cap.
You're not going anywhere, man. If you're still with us, you can't quit us.
If you've been through the shit we've thrown at this camera.
That's right. You just can't quit us. Don't pretend like you're going to go running and screaming. No.
That is funny. I absolutely remember Triple Cap.
Oh, yeah. Very early. Maybe one of the first real commenters.
Like pre-100 subscribers.
Oh, yeah. Well done, you. Now, I'm interested to see how your barrel-aged cocktail turns out. Mm-hmm. And if it sucks, it's Rex's fault.
How many, did you finish the first story yet?
No. I'll tell you now. You ready? Do you know why it says a weird little sentence on the side of this?
15 seconds on the clock.
15 seconds. You want to know why it says this weird sentence?
How fast is light speed is what it says.
Yeah. It's because they bottle, volunteer bottle. So once a month or once every couple of months or a couple times a month, they send out to an email list saying, hey, we need 50 volunteers. And what we'll pay you is pizza and some whiskey. That's what they get paid. And all these people converge on Stranahan's and help bottle. Right? So whoever's putting on these labels, it's always a different person. Mm-hmm. They get to write some little comment on there that's unique to them. This is not controlled by the distillery. It's a volunteer that wrote that on there.
I would totally write it down.
And so there was one volunteer that go Broncos or
I would do really inappropriate.
That's why they don't let you volunteer.
Right.
Now here's the funny thing: volunteering.
There's not quite enough room for a limerick.
This is the cool thing: volunteering at Stranahan's has become so cool that there's a waiting list to volunteer. I'm thinking we need to take advantage of that.
So when Daniel and I were designing the labels for our first whiskeys, this is one of the labels we were looking at because it's just really cool how it wraps around.
Yeah, stands out.
I think we ended up going in a different direction.
We did.
But that was right at the top of the list. I think that
yeah, because it stands out on the shelf. It's beautiful, easy, it's simple. Love it.
Michael Funk. So I had a customer at my duty.
Funk.
Why interrupt?
That's the background noise. Funk, the funk.
People
funk,
tune in
funk,
for my
funk,
deep,
your deep comment analysis.
Resonating voice.
That's what it is.
The gravity.
Yeah, you're like the Paul Harvey.
So I had a customer at my duty-free shop who claimed to be the former master blender of Crown Royal. He then proceeded to try and convince me that you don't use a still of any kind to make whiskey. Help me out here, guys. What on earth is this guy talking about? Or am I right to assume that this guy is full of it?
Okay, so you know when you're hanging out with really crazy people, but they're so committed that eventually you start to doubt your sanity,
right. And
you're like, maybe it's me, right? I'm finding myself so entertained by people like that that are so committed to their insanity that if you're around them for an hour, by the end of the hour conversation, you're like,
huh?
Maybe
they're onto something.
Is it me? And then all you need is 5 minutes of space, and you're like, no, that guy's full of shit. No, that guy has no idea what he's talking about. The fact that anybody can think you can't use you did make it. That you don't use a still when you're making whiskey, which is the definition of a distilled spirits. I mean, they're not called stills because we made up a nickname for them, right? They're called stills because that's how you make distilled spirits.
I don't know. Maybe Crown Royal's doing some weird
voodoo
with buckets and
yeah, the
vacuum
cleaner. They just throw them back and forth between two buckets really fast, until they get the alcohol content higher.
Yeah,
We're like, yeah, that's a really crappy job. You're bucket guy number 2. There's a lot of slosh, so it's you get really wet.
So,
I'm into Stranahans, man.
Yeah.
They're great. I got to meet Rob Dietrich, actually.
For me?
At the World of Whiskey thing in New York.
Very good.
And
great for you.
Really f***ing good.
Very good for me.
Yes.
I would not give it the official, specific, numerical grade of great.
No. It's just a damn good single malt.
Now, see, now you're mixing it up.
I would put
You're mixing it up. You go from great to damn good. I said very good. So what does it go? Very good, damn good, great. What's the progression?
Damn good.
Damn good.
It's damn good.
Okay.
And I would put it up there in the top 10 of North American single malts.
Well, them's fighting words.
Yeah. Balcones.
Oh, you have it.
Stranahan's.
Wait, that's number 2?
No, not in order. Just in general, top 10.
Wait, this is
I would put Glen Breton.
Hold on a second. This is the kind of thing that people have been asking.
I know, they really have.
Hey guys, give us some type of...
I'm starting. I would put Westlands there.
You're giving it away. There's no video now.
I know. Okay, we'll do a video.
All right.
I'll hold this. We'll do a video. All right. But you already got 4 of
It only took us like
favorites.
160 episodes to do you give any kind of...
I've finally given to the comments. Here's our toast for you.
Let's get toasty.
Cheers.
Enjoy the whiskey. Dram on, y'all. And also, guys, keep on killing the videos. They are fantastic. So, here's to you.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.